South Asians have the highest prevalence of diabetes amongst all other ethnic groups, not only other Asians, but in Hispanic population, in African American population, where we believed that the statistics was the highest at 23%, 20%. But in South Asians, Center for Disease Control has said this year, in 2018, the prevalence rate has reached 25%. These are South Asians living in the United States of America. Every 6 seconds, one person dies from diabetes. And half of these deaths in South Asians happen in people under the age of 60 years. And we are more concerned about the men in the South Asian families because their risk starts at age 30 for serious disability and even death from heart attacks and strokes. So it's a chronic disease, it's a serious disease. It's important to diagnose it early because all these are preventable complications. Diabetes itself can be prevented. Diabetes complications, each and every one of these complications can be prevented.
Management of diabetes in South Asians is very different. There are many different cultural beliefs that come into play. There's genetics, there's lifestyle. There's so many factors that impact our management. There's so many factors that impact our outcomes. We at the South Asian Diabetes Education and Resource Center are looking into that so that we can have a concerted effort that works best for our community.
No one person can manage their diabetes by themselves, no matter what their intentions, no matter what their will, no matter what their resources are. Providers who are able to understand them, their languages, their culture, their background, and how they react to situations, how they cope with situations is important, as well as people who cook for them, people who shop for them, people who provide for them.
So that training has to be provided to the providers so that they understand exactly what the South Asian diet consists of. And even in South Asia, diets differ every 100 miles. So it is not just a Gujarati diet may not be sufficient for a South Indian diet. And Punjabi diet may not be good enough for a Gujarati. So not only it is a different diet altogether, but it also varies from place to place.
So the South Asian Diabetes Education and Resource Center, built in collaboration with St. Peter's University Hospital in New Brunswick, will do just that. We'll address the specific needs of our South Asian community. This is a center which will look at it in much more detail, much more in depth, and come up with the recommendations, come up with the best in management, come up with the best patient navigation system to make sure that the outcomes are much, much better in our community.
As far as I know, St. Peter's is the first to develop such a registry and the specific program that we have, this collaboration with the SKN Foundation. And the fact is, our mission, a big part of our mission is to meet the needs of the community and to provide culturally sensitive care. We serve a very diverse population. The South Asian community is certainly a very important part of it. And so in terms of meeting community needs, that is a tremendous community need, given the increased incidence of diabetes in that population. So our mission, that need, goes hand in hand. And again, we are very advanced in our work here in New Jersey, and I think are doing some things that perhaps are a bit ahead of what others are doing.
The SKN Foundation provides the community resources, and we provide the medical resources, because one without the other does not carry much weight. So we go into the community with the SKN Foundation. They bring in appropriate groups of people to us, and we assess them, we screen them, and if necessary, we treat them.
What happens to a patient or a family who calls our center? We have a special navigator who walks them through all the channels that are available for them to, one, assess their risk factors early. So we have an early detection center, and to make a diagnosis early, then connect with the care facility that's appropriate. And within the St. Peter's healthcare system, this institution has system-wide expertise and system-wide experience in caring for people with diabetes.
Spend money for good causes. That is important. You need to be able to take care of the community, the society we live in. And not much. Nobody's asking you for much. It should come from your heart. That's what I did 9 years back, and I will continue to do that till my last day on this earth.